Good morning. Sorry I'm late. Completely lost track of time. Just jumped in the shower. Thought, I've got loads of time. And then Tom was like, I'm going to order some wine. How much wine should we get? I said, 4 crates. He's like, what? I was like, I'm going to drink it. So I got a bit distracted. It's the 8th of August. Hope everyone is well. Window cleaners are here and I had the doors open. I don't know if they've done the back yet because our sticky mitts are on the inside. They might have done. I don't know, I can open the doors. Anyway, sorry about that. I always feel like I'm off freaking centre with this camera. Let's try and make it a bit straighter because it's still weird, isn't it? Maybe that's better. Yeah, good morning, Double Karma. Good morning, Antoinette. Oh yeah, I'm back listing again. Where have you been, Double Karma? Have you had a little break? Because I had a little break and restarted my eBay shop last Monday. So I'll give you an update on that and Vinted and what I'm up to. Let me know how your sales have been since last Monday. And if you've been up to anything lovely. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Julie. So restarted. Oh, actually, while I remember, I just watched Auction Professor, I think he's called, American, I think he is. And he was talking about eBay's, he had some graphs up. He was talking about their sales and the amount of sales, because I guess everybody knows eBay are trying to, they reckon they're not trying to attract new buyers. They want repeat buyers, but also they're trying to deal with higher value items and not the lower value stuff. And he was showing the graphs and they're just losing buyers and probably losing sellers every single day. They were really low. It's telling, isn't it? Because they treat the sellers like we know what. So, and also I think compared to places like Vinted, and I'm guessing Depop, I don't do Depop, eBay's being regarded as quite an expensive place to shop now. And of course, sellers are having to charge higher to cover the fees. Not been anywhere, really. Oh, morning, Rachel. I'll package that stuff up for you today. Just not had the space to list anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, Antoinette, you watched that video. It is very interesting, isn't it? Kind of makes me feel a little bit like if eBay have a bit of a shock in the bum on their sales for them personally, like it serves them right. Like that is karma because they've treated sellers disgustingly and their fees are so high. Yeah, I don't rate their values. So yeah. I've also been watching Bolo Buddies. She is also American. Really interesting Bolo Buddies on. It's just the sort of thing I love to hear about, where things that are overlooked, but must be collectors that go for most of these things, like things that you would maybe not think to pick up, and people have picked up and they've gone for a really high value, or just good values, but it's stuff that gets priced really low. Yeah, Bolo Buddies. So I mean, some of it will be because it's in the US and different tastes and stuff, but it's really, I'm finding that really interesting. If for your, rather than your bread and butter stuff, just for the interesting kind of sprinkles. Good morning, Z. Hi from Beck and myself, and morning, Beck. Good morning, Funky Neil. Oh, question for you. Connie asked last night how you got on with that 72-hour deodorant. Did it work for 72 hours? We've got a festival coming up. Maybe I should get some of that because I will not be showering while we're there. Just to let everybody know. So I've been watching that. So back on, quick update on the Vinted and Insta, I did say last week I was going to do a live on Insta, and I did, saying, okay, I'll start posting on here. It can go on, you can buy on Vinted, you can buy on here. But I think what will work best for me is I'm going to carry on doing bundles of brooches. I will stick them on Vinted, and I will put them in my stories on my Shell Strini Jewelry Insta with a link. And then if anybody wants to go straight in, they can just buy it that way. And they'll be like £3 a piece brooches. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Vinted, as per usual, you know, is just steady flow of stuff. Yeah, all good there. 72-hour deodorant rocks. Oh, good morning, Chris. Morning, Con. Oh, sorry, I thought you were about to say something about the 72-hour deodorant. Since we'll be camping in the vicinity. Rewind. Morning, can't stay. Just about to drive home. Just filled up with fuel at 159 a litre. A litre too. That doesn't mean anything to me. How much did it cost you to fill up overall? Neil, I'm deodorizing every day, by the way. 72 hours, not a unique selling point. Well, isn't it though? Like, if you're not that bothered about showering, then you know, it's a good selling point, especially for festivals. Oh yeah, you just meant. I hope you had a good festival. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so eBay. This is going to be a really short video, actually, I think. So we won't be long. I'm going to go source it. Going to just pop to my local Chaz's with Maud later after this, and never know, might find some little bits and bobs. We're also going to pop on the train to Wokingham tomorrow. Sometimes I've found some all right jewellery in the Oxfam up there. So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, it'll be a trip out. Yes. Back. Yeah, so eBay update. Back on it 7 days now. I've only listed, so I've put all the rings back on that I wanted to go on immediately, and then from Monday I was listing 5 fresh items, 5 fresh rings a day, but I only did it Monday to Friday, to the weekend off. You know, I didn't want to pressure myself. And I've popped 5 on this morning, and I've had 7 sales, so you know, a sale a day. So baby steps, but I'm not unhappy with that, because I feel like in a week I've just started back. So if I could increase that, ideally I'd have 5 sales a day, which would be reselling Nirvana if I'm listing 5 and selling 5. But then there's bits trickling through with Vinted. So you know, just started. I'm not unhappy with that. So yeah, let me know how your sales are. How are your sales? I did see your Friday night. Oh yeah, what was that about? Upgrading your sourcing, or it's just sort of was completely dilapidated into where your little mic should sit. To be fair, I thought it was fine in the bed. Rachel, that's pretty good, Shelley. Oh, thank you. I'm all right with that. See, I've never niched down into rings. In fact, at one point I didn't even like selling rings. So I guess earrings are the thing I'm least like selling now. So probably, you know, watch this space. Probably next year I'll go, I'm doing earrings now. All earrings. Because I get bored and I like to try something new. But yeah, I mean, I like rings as well. I've had to take this one off because something bit me. I was like, oh God, this ring's really got a bite under my ring. So I had to take it off. Yeah, I'm all right with that. I might just shut the door. I'll shut the door so that's I'm not good. I think the window cleaners actually have been around that, so I can open these doors up. There we go. Oh, I spilt down there. Jesus H. That's a real. It's like I've wet the chair. I wonder if that's to do with my shower. Yeah, so I'll show you what I've got going out this morning. Yeah. Yeah. So, this was a vintage sale. This is a Miracle brooch. It's just I think it's a dog rose. There's the little Miracle stamp on the back. I've got another one of these actually. Miracle, my God, Miracle I used to get good prices for. Some people still do. How do you think? So I took an offer on this. Somebody offered, or did I offer them? It's gone for £7 either way, which for Miracle is, I mean, at Vinted at least it's no fees, but it's a small profit. Jane just started on Vinted and all good so far. Brilliant. Yeah, make the most. Someone just open that door again. I just shut that. How do you think, this is fascinating, how do some people sell stuff for higher prices than you feel you can get? Is it lack of patience? Like, you know, on our part, when we can't get the prices, we see certain people getting, like, for the Insta ladies, there's this, I don't know if I'm meant to give out the name, but anyway, this lady that sells Lagenlook attire, and she gets top prices consistently. And so they're like, oh, maybe it's her following. But I'm finding the same. I'm researching rings, and I'll probably start selling some gold rings as well. So I'm researching, well, what's popular, what sells, what prices, so what price can I pay, what they're going for consistently. And so I'm following a number of jewelry sellers and seeing what they're selling on a day-to-day basis. But I came across one this morning, and I'm like, oh, that one's interesting. That's quite, maybe it's a heavy, you know, maybe there's a lot of gold in that. Click through to the description, and you're like, whoa, that's an incredible, and then it's an amazing price. So I go through and let's have a look at their solds. They consistently are achieving a way higher price than I feel is the going rate. Like, they're busting the ceiling. I'm like, how is that? How is somebody looking up a 9-carat gold ring and seeing all the prices and going, I can see that one's a lot more, I'm going for that one? How is that happening? Is it to do with being brave and holding out? I don't know what it is. What do you think about that when some people seem to be able to achieve a higher price? It's not, the picture's all right, but they're no better than any others. They're not, the description's not any better than any others. It's just, I don't understand it. Is it just trying it? eBay sales have been pretty steady overall, but this weekend sales are rubbish. Yeah, see, my Saturday was all right, I think. So I've got 4 little rings here going out. I think 3 of them went Saturday or something. Maybe it's 2 and 2, but yeah, I was pretty pleased, really, especially since I didn't put up any new stuff on Saturday or Sunday. Nail sales have fallen off a cliff into overdraft. Oh, H. Too much festivaling, getting excited for festivaling and festival recovery to be sourcing and listing and selling. Well, you won't regret that though, will you? I mean, you could go tomorrow and you'll be pleased you went to the festival. Yeah, what do you think? Why, how, like, when you price stuff, do you price it? I do look at highest solds, and I try not to undersell. But I also do look at lowest, and, you know, a lot of that you can, I mean, on Buy It Now is not auction. You can disregard, like, this person's just clueless. But I do tend to, I don't go for the highest, but I'm a little under, but, well, quite a lot under for some of them, that I just don't know how they achieve those prices. How do you price in the, you know, the highest to lowest, and how do you think they're doing that? Give me an answer, please, because I'm fascinated by it. Right, I'll show you the rings going out, and then that'll be it. Just a little one this morning. Yeah, I'm slightly, it's August, so I shouldn't be worrying about it, but Q4, what's it going to be like this year? Because people's energy bills are going to be doubling, aren't they? I mean, we're all in the summer at the moment. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, 4 silver rings going out. This one went on GSP. It's just, oh, how am I going to show you this? Geez, that's hard, isn't it? It's got a little snake in the middle. There we go. Little snake and little kind of rope around it. Just a little silver band, sterling silver, 925, and that's gone for £20 plus ship, and I'm charging £3, and it'll go second class signed for. But yeah, that's a GSP job, so God knows how much they've paid for that. I'm not happy with that. And we've got a nice little Claddagh ring. Now this is popular, so actually this has gone for full price, £25 plus ship. So I'm happy with it. I mean, happy that, because last week I was like, I've really got to think about my pricing. I don't want stuff hanging around and then people say, oh, that's been on there for shed loads of time, it's too high. But I feel like some of my stuff is going at the asking price. So £25 I am very happy with for what I can source at. So yeah, little sterling. So these are popular. Yeah, £25 per ship, happy with that. And see this one, this is sterling silver, and that's hematite, that massive chunky stone on the front. This is a nice one. I mean, it's got a nice little rope. Can you see that rope edge? I mean, feel free to follow my shop if you're into jewelry, and you can see exactly what I'm selling. I think there's a link in my About Me on YouTube. But I took an offer on this. Somebody offered 19. I'm like, oh, I really like to have an offer of 20, really. I think that still works for me. But I had a word with myself last night. Come on, flower. You know, it's like you're not rolling in sales, accept the offer. So yeah, 19 plus ship. And they paid straight away. So that's all good in the hood. And then this one I love. This is a bit of me, this ring. A wide band. It's like a bark effect, which is very 70s. That does have that. I think that has got a like full. I know it's just stamped silver actually, but it looks very vintage. Did I describe it as vintage? I have done, yeah. It looks like a 70s to me, but really nice wide band, and that went for 25 plus ship. So I'm not promoting. So I'm very happy with this so far. I could just build on that, and that will be all good. Yeah, so I mean, maybe when the kids are back at school, well, not that Connie's out and about, but I don't know, maybe in the winter I'll increase my listing. Well, it depends if I can get stock as well, because my regular guy I've been buying from said they're going out very quickly, silver rings at the moment, and he hasn't got many for me, so which is why I'm looking at gold. But just, yeah, obviously investing more per piece. I've got to be really sure. That's why I'm checking prices so much at the moment as to what I can spend. Good prices for earrings. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And there's some, I mean, I thought they're good for me. There are people achieving 38 for a ring, you know, like similar to, so they'll get 38 for that one. So I'm like, how? I mean, I wouldn't even price it at that. So yeah, very strange. Julie just sold a Starbucks Christmas mug. Ooh, get your Christmas stuff on. Yeah, because I've got stuff that I've been stockpiling for winter. But also, I put a Wentworth on Vinted. It's like a little Labrador puzzle. And like what people seem to be asking on there for a 250 is 20 quid. So I've put it on at that. It's just got to watch it's been favorited. And I'm like, yeah, I could get more on eBay at Christmas, but you know, for as long as I'm making a reasonable amount of profit from it, I'm not worrying about that at the moment. And I don't know whether I'm going to have to be, I need to test this, just keeping my shop as rings and really niching and seeing if that's what will help them sell. I mean, it does make sense if you're relying on an eBay algorithm to push your stuff. If you have, and it does work for somebody, a selection of stuff, especially if it's good stuff at a good price, people are going to buy it. But it would make sense if you are in one area that they push you, that you're going to attract more people. And if they come in and look at your other items, they're going to see that whole selection and it's all relevant to them. So I'm trying it. Hi, Chloe. Antoinette, Shelley, do you check gold, silver prices before you list? I always weigh and check against scrap prices. I don't check silver prices. I go on clearly because I'm not selling these by weight, by scrap value. I'm aware of gold prices. Yeah, particularly before I buy, but I'm not selling on scrap value. I remember, oh God, who was it? Somebody saying about gold scrap prices that she generally doubled it for what she would sell on eBay. But looking at, so the person that I was looking at earlier that I've saved, so what did she have? I think there was something, and it went a ring, and it went for like, it was like a mum ring or something, the mum spell out. And it's like, went for 120 quid. And I was like, oh, maybe it's a bit chunky. And it was 1 point something grams. I'm like, so, I mean, I haven't checked gold prices today, but I always allow like between 15 and 17 per gram. I'm like, that's like 4 times as much. It's just absolutely. So what do you do, Antoinette? Do you go on double, or how do you price yours? I don't know. Is it just having the balls to ask a certain price? Is it repeat buyers? I don't. Good morning, my beautiful Shelley Welly Belly. Hello, Karen. I'm just about to go, actually. I've just been talking about how do people get certain prices, above and beyond what you're asking, and people are paying it, and they have 100%, positive feedback. People are obviously happy paying it too. Is it that old thing of thinking, well, if I spend more, I'm going to get better quality? Because it's not like, I'm diving into their listing, and it's not that the item is, like really chunky and heavy. It's not, they're not better than some of the other listings that are going for less than half their price. Yeah, I'd be interested, Antoinette. I mean, message me on Insta if you want to. Be interesting to swap notes on how to price. But yeah, watch this space. I will probably be back. What's next Monday? Yeah, it's not Rewind yet. So yeah, just a short one today. I'll be back next Monday. I may put some updates on my Insta as well. Karen, just list off my old listings. So don't really know what people are selling for. Oh, I'm absolutely obsessed with shop stalking. Absolutely obsessed. It's like a hobby for me. One of my auction buddies buys loads of silver and gold at physical auctions. Yes, see where I was buying, I wasn't really getting that great a deal, to be honest. I can hand pick from the guy I've been buying from, and he gives me as good a deal as I was getting there, and I'm hand picking, so I'm not having to get that glut of crap with it. He bases his bidding on scrap value and puts the hours in at viewing. Yeah. I was using the scrap value as a guide for buying. Obviously, but wait, you beautiful bunch, and to you. Yeah, have a good day. May the sales be with you, and bye-bye, don't die. Thank you for joining me. Thumbs up and end.